Okay, we're going to be going to Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25. And this is talking about, a lot of people, they want to live according to however they choose. A lot of people say that, they sin every day and they are still going to live for God and, they're still going to get to heaven when the word does not say that. Or, a person says, well, I only have one sin or a few sins, or I'm not that bad, or, God knows my heart, et cetera, et cetera. That, God is going to be accepting anything. But I know when John baptized Jesus, the Holy Spirit like a dove descended upon him and upon Jesus. And we know that God said through the heavens, he says, "This is my son in whom I am well pleased." So the only thing that's going to please God is to live as the Son has lived. And he gave us an example, as Peter said, that we should follow in his footsteps, who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth. So when we come here, I'll read Proverbs 16, verse 25. It says, "There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." Why? Because a man don't understand his own way. Man's ways are not of God. Man's ways are only carnal. We have to receive the Holy Spirit that we may see and understand God's will and his word and his way. Because Jesus says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one cometh to the Father but through me." He didn't say through your way, through your opinion, through your direction, through what your pastor said, mama, daddy, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, children. He ain't say none of that. He says he is the way, the truth, and the life. That's why even Proverbs even tells us, says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. In all of thy ways acknowledge him and he would direct thy paths." So this is saying that there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but in the end are the ways of death. Why? Because man don't know the direction to God. A lot of people, they could say they live by the law and the standard, but it says we shall, by the deeds of the law shall no flesh be justified. And we know that the law is a carnal commandment. So by your good works, you cannot please God. So it only has to be by the life of Jesus Christ. So when we go here, we go to Romans 10, it reads, it says, "Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them a record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted to the righteousness of God." So that shows a man cannot do their own way and think that they're going to get to God on their own.